morning, everyone, and welcome to the Lennon Ridley Gold Coast Locals podcast. It's a lovely Wednesday morning here on the Gold Coast. We were lucky enough to have a little bit of a bike ride during our self-isolating exercising period this morning, Ridley and I. Went for a bit of a bike ride along the beach. It was an absolutely gorgeous day. It was good to see there wasn't so many people on the beach today as there was yesterday. There was a bloody shitload of them on the beach yesterday. So we've got beautiful weather, and and I suppose it's all nice to be out and about and enjoying it. Our lovely place is one of those things I always say. I love where we live. It's a beautiful part of the world, and it's funny how we're all getting to come back to earth a little bit after our little experiences here. We're doing our social distancing appropriately here, as you can see. So I've got lovely Brittany with me this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, we're going to have a bit of a chat this morning about how Brit's found what's brought you to the Gold Coast, and then all the movement around where you've worked and the stuff that you've done, and then how you're finding this experience a little bit different.
Yes. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So, first of all, I hope everyone out there who's listening is looking after themselves. As I said, we keep our social distancing. I know we don't all necessarily agree with it. There's lots of people who have into conspiracy theory things now, and how this has all started and what it's about and all that sort of stuff. I think the reality for me is that it is what it is, and the best thing for all of us to do is to socially isolate. It's we come into a podcast, that's sort of it, and we go back. Thank God we've got a little bit to do, because I do get concerned sometimes for people who just have to sit at home and don't feel like they can go out and don't feel like they can do anything. And I'm sure there's plenty of those people around.
Yeah, definitely would be.
So so I hope everyone else is keeping an eye on each other. It's I had a phone call from one of the ladies who's runs our punters club, just to make sure that I was okay. I thought that's very cute. Yeah. So thank you to Linda from Fisho's Punters Club for giving us all a call and making sure everyone's okay. So I think it's a special time. I don't know, a special time in all of our lives, especially, they say hindsight's a beautiful thing, but when you actually get to sit back and see what's actually important, see what the things that you really do enjoy that make you happy, it's quite a sobering experience for some, just to have to breathe in and take the world, take what's going on in the world. It's not to each and every one of us, sure, but it's to the world. It's going on everywhere. Mm. I suppose you're I met Britt 3 or 4 years ago.
Probably 3, yeah.
Yeah, 3,
maybe 4.
Maybe 4 years ago. Yes, when you were just a young whippersnapper.
Yes.
Hey, stepping up into the world of looking after a venue.
Yeah. Yeah, working in the bars.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, and we've sort of gone on from there and always had a good laugh and a little bit of a.
We have, yes.
Bit of a chat. So it was good to see you on the beach the other day. Just obviously.
It was good to run into you. Yeah, so usually that wouldn't happen. I'm always off driving up to Brisbane or going to work. I might not have time to get up that early and go for a walk. So yeah.
Yep. So what got you into? Because I know you're a very smart young lady when it comes to looking after a venue.
Thank you.
Quite often, some well-renowned people who I know who do have bars, they look very highly up to you and that sort of stuff. So. It's very cool to see a young lady making a step in that direction, and it's cool to see. And you're not a bad chick either.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So it's so how are you finding let's go back. So we met at Manos.
Yep.
That's how we eventually met. You
you
were running Manos. You and Mick had met through the industry prior to that.
Down at Darcy's, yeah.
Yep, and you came through, and then. You made a big decision as to what you wanted to do and the steps that you wanted to take in your life, and you were dubious about them, because I know we talked quite a bit about it, and you weren't quite sure whether and what and why and how, but you made the right decision to go and explore.
Yeah.
And we're just talking about some of the experience that you've had since you've
ended up, compared to where I was 3 years ago. Definitely wouldn't have thought that.
No. So we talk about, in today's environment. Everyone's at home by themselves, and it's funny, we sit back and we look and you go, wow, last year was a bad year, And then
or you think last month was a bad month.
that's right. You know, and then you sit back and you look now and you go, oh, shit, last year wasn't that baddy.
Yeah, can we go back?
Yeah, well, it's funny, because, you see all those different experiences happen and go on, and then you have stuff like this, like as we were saying, you pretty much become secluded in a lot of...
You are. Well, you really just have your home and your family at the end of the day, don't you, at the moment?
Well, yeah, that's it. Well, I mean, I haven't seen my two young fellas for a while. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But I love them to death, but that's not a bad thing. But,
Nice little break.
No, they're good. I love them. But still, I haven't seen them for a while. Yeah, so it is. It's difficult. I'm surprised at how many people have become more into the social media platform sort of thing, and doing that sort
Everything's online now. Like, everything is online.
I don't have coronavirus.
Yeah, everything's online now. People have had to adapt quickly. So it's kind of cool to see how everyone's just taken.
So what about you and your let's say generation, right? So do you think this is sort of opened your eyes a little bit more towards like social media and that sort of stuff, or have you always had that? Because I know you've always been social media savvy, so... Yeah,
I think my generation are probably quite used to seeing everything online and getting everything we need, like information and stuff. So just to see, like I just said, like how quickly people have adapted to it, I think that just shows like we're quite used to using it all the time.
Do you buy all the stuff that you do at the pub online?
Yeah, we do. Everything's
do?
we'll sit and do ordering. It's just everything's online. Like you don't have to...
Yeah. Yeah, because one of the things that's... amazed me about this experience is how many people can actually work from home.
Yeah, exactly. How many people can work from home and
like that's I think that's one of the biggest surprises. There's two things for me, but that's one of the biggest surprises for me is just how many people can actually work from home.
Yeah, and will it change like when everything does open up? Can you do like a 1 day a week work from home and then go into the office the rest of the week? Like
because it's going to be. So what about like your new position? You've been offered a new position in Brisbane. So
duty manager at Finn McCool's in Brisbane.
Excellent.
In the Valley.
Cool. Yep.
So up there.
And you're still just a pup.
Still just a young pup. Yes.
That's very cool.
So they asked me to move up there from surface. So I said yes. Why not?
Yep.
It's like leaving Manos. Why not?
Take the experience.
Leap of faith, really.
Yeah. Yep.
Been up in Brisbane since the start of the year, but in surface for Finns for 9 months, I think it was before that.
Yep.
But so it's good. It's different. It's a different world up there, that's for sure, than down here.
Just when you say a different world, a totally different demographic.
Yeah, clientele, like for sure.
Yeah, they get a bit loose up there, eh?
Yeah, Saturday nights in the middle of the valley are different to the middle of surface, that's for sure. It's character building.
Is it?
Yeah.
So do you think surface is probably not as bad as they make it out to be?
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
Service is all right? Well, it is. It's quite interesting because I know the Valley has become quite notorious for its the things that have gone in there back in my days, which was the old when the strip clubs and what they call it, the something report, when all the police were dodgy as shit. Not that that's it, you know. Yeah, even to today, and it's always been notorious for like if there's shit going down,
it's going down in the
valley. Down in the valley.
Yeah. It's busy. There is a lot going on in the valley. That's for sure.
Yeah. So, but that's pretty cool. So that's a good experience, and
I've learned a lot. Like I'm constantly learning. Like every day, you just like that's the thing. I was just constantly chasing more, and you want to know what the person above you knows. Like you just want to keep asking questions. So that was like. That's probably why I did say yes to go up there, because it was for development, like way better for me than down here.
Yep.
More opportunities.
Yep.
Yeah. Busier. So, that's good.
So what are you down here for?
What am I down here for?
Yeah, because you know how good it is down here, don't you?
Oh, the beaches, the lifestyle. It's just
so different to being in the city, in the burbs.
Yeah, no, it is. Like I've never wanted to live in the city, never like had any desire to be there, but like I love working in the city. I just love living back here.
Yeah. It's having the balance. I think it's one of the beautiful things I've always loved about the Gold Coast when we first moved here when the boys were little, and like I just loved the whole village thing, what it was, and being able to run around the streets here. We used to all ride skateboards back them days, and and all that sort of stuff. And it's a great balance.
Yeah.
And then when you go and work in the
hustle and bustle.
the hustle and bustle, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And you sort of go, oh yeah, I don't mind going home. I don't mind going home at all.
Yeah, and I think from being from a small country town, like here is like a really nice mix of like country and like city. It just like is the perfect in between, and then you go up there and you're like, oh Jesus, let's go back.
Because you're actually from
a small country town called
Weewar, that's right.
Northwest New South Wales.
That's right. Yes. Weewar's become quite well known in the main beach area since you've been here. Yes, that's right. So. And then up to the Gold Coast?
Yeah, we lived in Foster-Tuncurry for about a year in between Weewar and then coming to the coast. But yeah, been on the coast since I was about 5. So grew up here, went to school here. But
so you're just about a local now anyway?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's close to the thing, yeah. Although they're starting to say there's more born here now, but I'm not sure about that. So no, it's good. And then obviously you met Mick like before that. So what made you get into hospitality, or was that just
that was... I didn't want to do it. I did not want to do it. So I'd just come back from Weewar. So when I finished school, I moved back out to Weewar and like worked out there for a bit.
Yep.
And then I came home and Dad knew the manager at the pub at Darcy's at the time. So he's like, oh, you're going to go and work. And I'm like, I always said, I'm never going to be a waitress. I'm never going to like, that's just not me. I'm not doing that. And I was like, I just did not want to go to Darcy's. And he was like, you have to go. Like you have to go and just work and then you can find something else.
Yep.
So I ended up in Darcy's, and then it was like 3 years later, I think. I was there for 3 years, loved it, met Mick there. So Mick took over management maybe like 6 months into me being there.
Uh-huh.
He was there for about 2 years, I think, with me, and then he was gone. He had left. It was probably about a year since he had left, and then he just called me one day and was like, oh, you'll have to come and meet me. I've got something to show you. And I hadn't seen him in, like a year. And I remember meeting him down at Hot Shots or one of the cafes down there. And getting a coffee, he's like, quick, I'll come and show you this, and took me down the back lane and then in the back through Manos and said, this is it, what do you reckon? And I was like, oh, it looks like it needs to be fixed, doesn't it? It's a bit of a mess at the moment, but yeah, so that was it. And Manos happened.
There's quite a few cartons of Corona done during the progression of Manos.
Schooners of Crownies.
Crownies. No, we bottles of Coronas back in those days. God, we went through a few. But it was good.
Yeah, no, that was good. I know, I do remember the first day the kegs got tapped and then Benny was cooking all the food and we were trying everything just sitting there in this half-built Manos. It was good. Good memories there.
Yeah, no, that's good fun. Exactly. So what's your take on what's actually like
happening right now in the world? It's crazy. I feel like it changes every few minutes. Probably like it went from everyone like having a joke and being like, it's Rona time, baby, and like laughing about it. And now it's like the next week it's like, oh shit, like this is actually affecting me. Like it's quite serious right now. Obviously, I'm not working at the moment. I'm not considered essential right now. So the pubs are shut. I'm not working. So in that way, it's just like, I'm kind of still like in shock, I guess, about it. I'm like, no, it's just not happening. This is just so weird. I just think it's weird. Like it's crazy kind of to wrap your head around like how serious this is and how like actually big it is. And like, it's the whole, like we were saying before, it's global. It's not just like us. It's like affecting everyone in the world right now in some way.
Absolutely. It's quite astounding. I actually don't think the government thought it was. I
don't think anyone thought it was. They're just laughing about like, oh, it's named Corona, like, and then all of a sudden you can't.
Everyone started to get serious.
Yeah, like you go to Coles to do your essential shop and no one's speaking. Like it's a ghost town there. It's so weird. Like the way it's like affected like everyone. You feel like even when you are going for a walk, like people like look at you and you just feel like you're being judged. Like I'm doing the same as you. Like it's a really weird time. Like
it is a weird time. It is a weird time.
And some of the
things, it's a stressful time too.
It is, stressful. Yeah, definitely stressful for a lot of people.
Yeah. I know quite a few young fellas, and and it's stressful for a lot of these guys. They've usually got $4 or $5 grand in the bank. They're cruising along and that sort of stuff, and all of a sudden they've got a car payment come out. They've got their month's rent done, and then there's no work.
There's no money coming in.
There's no money coming in, and
just trying to survive. Like
that's right. And they don't. And the other thing is they don't actually want to go down and jump on the Centrelink train either.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
You know, you've worked your whole life
to avoid that.
Avoid doing it. Like, and now you're just like, I don't want to have to do that. It's not by choice that I'm not working. It's not
No.
by choice that I'm just like hanging out. And like, because I'm constantly like working and like long shifts and stuff, just sitting here, I'm sort of just like, oh, what could I be doing? Like, what can I do to make myself essential? Maybe.
Yeah. So do you understand the new things that they've talked about having like someone employed that can, even though whether you're a casual or
To the job keeper.
this is a job keeper, yeah. Do you know
Yeah, so our company is just like they're in the process of like getting
working that out?
confirmation and getting like working all the nitty gritty out.
Right.
But I'm pretty, from my understanding, is like they're just going to continue paying us like not a full wage, but
Right.
what they've then the government will pay them back. I think that's
The subsidy or something.
how it all
So,
works.
so
Yeah.
you know you're secured from an income perspective in the next with your. Well, that's pretty cool, eh?
So like we're very lucky, the company like that I work for, and they've even they've opened up a subscription for us to do short courses online, so we can upskill in our time off and stuff. So it's been really good to have support, like that kind of support.
That's proactive, eh?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah, that's cool. That's I think that's a great opportunity for a lot of businesses, especially now, is to like think of these cool things. You know, think about
I think outside of the box, you really have to, because like everyone's doing takeaway now. Like, why would we go to your takeaway? Or like, you really have to give people a reason now. And it's a lot of people are probably going to get really creative and come out of this with a new skill. Definitely.
Yeah. I think it's I think it's a perfect time to change the way that you.
Well, that's it. When you think about it, like the world has literally just stopped, and it's probably never going to do this again. And it's like a time for everyone to like stop themselves and restart and do what they want to do, because like you have all the time in the world right now, and if you don't like do something productive, it's just like that's on you. Like you can't like say time is an issue, because it's not now.
No, that's right. Yeah, exactly. So
people should look at it like it does suck. Like, you know, you can't do things that you normally do, but at the same time, there's like it's a pretty cool like opportunity to like for self growth and all that kind of stuff right now.
I totally agree. I think it's like it's so nice to see so many more people out on the path, on the dog path, walking along the, you know, because they're people and they've all got to be locals, and they're people I ain't seen before, and I go up and down there every day, and you know you still see your norms and that sort of stuff, but there's a lot more people.
So many people being active because it's.
Yeah, and I think that's a very cool thing. As I said, I'm so surprised at how many people can actually work from home.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand there's a mozza who can't. You know, like yourself, like you know, it's difficult from those things. But that's been an eye opener too. You know, and as you said, if you can get proactive companies, and especially companies that are going to look after you, I think that's pretty cool. You know, because I'm sure there's lots of things that are going to go on here that aren't going to be nice. I think it's
you just like in a time like this, like you have to just focus on like little positive things and keep your mind like going and active. Otherwise, you will just fall into it.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, that's thinking about the things that you're doing. How you're going to come out of this. It's going to be a different world when we come out of this.
Yeah, and that's it. I think people just think, oh, maybe in like 2 weeks it's going to be done. Like, no, this is going to go on for a while now. This is like the new normal. So like adapt and grow with it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we don't. Some choices we don't have.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and we need to look out for each other. We need to, as you said, to be nice to each other and that sort of stuff. You know, it amazes me how many people just aren't bloody nice to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. How quickly you can lose things as well, like just like that.
Oh, absolutely. Like you find out who your friends are through these processes as well.
Yeah. Well, it's like I was saying to you before, I feel more connected now. Like you're made to talk to your friends, and you sort of like, I definitely would have had like time for a 5-minute phone call like before, but you just get so wrapped up in like work and like whatever's going on that you sort of lose track of the small important things.
Yeah,
so
the little things.
Yeah. It's nice now. Like I think people are definitely appreciating stuff like that more.
I think it's
the
cool.
People in their life, yeah.
I think it's cool, those things that you see on the TV, on YouTube. Is it YouTube? I think where they've got like a Zoom and they've got like 25 or 30 people, and that urban. I think is it called the Urban Orchestra?
I don't know.
It's this lady who's created this orchestra, so all these people are singing the same line of the same song at the same time. And then she's gone and picked all these pieces out, so they're all singing, and they've got this big orchestra, and it's apparently it's gone viral. It's bloody crazy. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's Zoom, and they're all
where you can have like, well, even yesterday. So one of the, it was actually really nice. One of the regular musicians from Finns did, like he always does a Sunday sesh, like that's just tradition down the Irish pub. So he did a live stream from his farm out in Byron, and there was a good like 80 people from the, like all regulars from the pub at like watching, and he's sitting there like, it was like a Sunday sesh. I say it was really, really cool, like to like be a part of that as well.
And you have to sit there by yourself. Cheers.
Yeah, well, cheers. You have to by yourself or with like your roommate if you've got a roommate. But it was just really nice to see everyone like that you usually see me, like, you know, all my regulars and customers that you see more than your family and stuff, to just have that little connection.
Yep. And so when you go into that, you can see all of the people who are actually streaming as well.
Yeah, jump on and join and stuff. That was really cool.
That is cool. So you're hanging out all together doing the same thing?
Yeah, it was like we're all sitting at Finn's on a Sunday afternoon and Mick was sitting there playing music. It was great. It was really cool.
That's a good idea. It's amazing the little things that people are like turning to and trying and all that sort of stuff. I know the boys have been doing music online.
Yeah.
And they're getting DJs and that together and putting on a show.
Doing like live streams of like DJ sets and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, me and my roommate yesterday sat and watched watched Mick and then like looked up some music online as well, like live streams, and we're just like, it's just
it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I said, people are adapting and they're changing and new ideas and different ways to do things. It's pretty cool. Forced to be creative.
Well, it's an interesting thing, you know. Like I look at what's going on in the world. I've never seen anything like this before.
No, yeah.
Never. And never.
That's why it's so surreal. Like still now, you're sort of like, is this even happening? Like you go to hop in the front seat of an Uber, and he's like, get in the back, and you're sort of like, oh, why? And then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Like I now realize, you know.
It's I got the lift at home, you know, and I went to get in. There's another guy on the lift, and he said, and I said, you want me to wait for the next lift? He goes, yeah, if you could. I go like.
Some people, are like that, and then you've got other people that are a bit more like relaxed.
Well, but normally I go, oh, mate, get a life, come on, move over and get in there. I wouldn't even ask.
Yeah.
But now it's...
You have to be respectful of other people. And like how they are treating this.
Yeah. Because like, as I said, like I've never seen anything like this before. And it's just, I don't know, it's interesting because I put this to when I had my spinal experience. Having like just doing one day at a time. Yeah. If you know what I mean. And that's all you can do is like.
That's at the moment, you can't plan because you can't do anything. Like, no. So you literally have to take every moment as it comes.
Yeah. Well, you can plan, and this is what I'm sort of saying, is that there's so much opportunity, like you were saying, to be healthy and to try different things, and you know, sitting down for 10 minutes and just thinking about nothing.
Yeah, thinking about how bored you are or how much you wish you could.
Yeah, make tomorrow be yesterday and all that sort of stuff, but not really. Just sit down and stop for 5.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like we're all slowing down a hell of a lot here, so we probably need to learn to sit down now and stop for 5 because we're gonna. I don't know. The reason I'm saying this is because one of the things that I'm experiencing is that this has only been going on for me for 10 days. But it feels a lot longer than 10 days already. Yeah. And they're saying 6 months.
Yeah. So for me, like, you know how much I work and stuff like that. For me to just, like, go from nothing. Like, stop, and I'm just like, I don't know what to, like, I get, like, I need to feel like I'm doing something. And then when they say 6 months, I'm like, not a chance. Not a chance.
That's right. So, like, you know, try and get your head around that concept that, you know, like, I feel like at the moment, seriously, because I sat down this morning, this has gone on for 10 days. It actually feels like it's gone on for a month, you know, and I'm going, wow, like usually it's the other day, you know, time goes the other way. Yeah. You know, like it's way fast.
It's slow, like you more out. It feels like you've got more hours in your day.
Absolutely. Like, you know, is that show still on? Like I woke up and is that show still on? Like, you know, I'm going, turn the TV off. But, you know, it's like it's just funny how that's something that I'm feeling that's a bit weird is that it just seems to be going very slow at the moment. There's nothing
I think
going
like slow
on.
as well. I can agree with that. I've gone from like I was saying earlier, St. Patrick's Day week, that being like insanely busy, 600 people in the pub, and then the next day it was just like, oh, So this is what the rest of the world is talking about when they mean like coronavirus is getting serious, because we just went from like that to no one. And then the next week it was like, oh, you know, we've got to cut our casual staff. And then like 2 days later it was like, actually we're shutting the pub. Like you're in the middle of a shift as well on a Sunday night. Like, and I'm got all this stuff going on. And then the staff like, oh, so we don't work tomorrow? I'm like, I don't even know. Like I haven't like.
Wow, it was that quick.
Yeah, just like that. It's like, oh, we'll just pack up the doors. And then, yeah, now it's like week 3. Start of week 3 of not working. And I was like, yeah, no, it feels like ages ago, but it was, like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, it's quite interesting when you sit back and you take it all in, and we're all going to have.
I don't have like weekdays and weekends. It's just all, they
One.
might as well all be Saturdays. Like.
That's right. It doesn't make any difference. We try and plan it and say that's tomorrow. That's the day after. Oh, okay, it's the day after. It's all good. But that's what it's like.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that people are using the social media side of things to
connect
and
build
do that. Yep.
Yeah.
So are you doing more social media now than you were before?
I think I was for the first few days, but then I got really sick of just seeing it everywhere. Like,
right.
So I just sort of went off like Facebook for a little bit. But I do use it to, like, you know, you find out, like, you research stuff and stuff like that. But I've found myself being not on it as much because I'm just like kind of sick of seeing it all, like coronavirus everywhere. It's all you see.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm interested. So how many platforms would you be on, like Facebook and all
like Facebook, Instagram,
right,
Snapchat. So
right.
just like, yeah.
So those 3 emails.
Yeah, I think that, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. I'm always trying to work out which of the generations is the savvy one.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you, I'm definitely not.
Well, my roommate is just like, the other day I was like, oh, I really need to get one of those like people that can like get photos off my laptop, because I'm not that tech savvy myself. And she's just like, oh, I can do that. And she is so on to like all of that kind of stuff. So
really,
it might just be the person maybe. But I'm not too.
Not all of us made for computers, I can tell you.
No, well that's it. No, I'm not a computer. I could not sit in an office and be at a computer and be sat still for. No, I have to be moving and doing things and trying different things. So I think, the computer thing, I'm like, nah.
So as the operations or
duty manager.
Duty manager. So what sort of stuff are you responsible for, like as a duty manager?
As a duty manager, so you could be like doing like orders and stuff. So your kegs, your fruit orders, like the running of a shift. You are like, you run the shift.
Yep.
Your training of your staff. Just different. You can do different things. It just depends on like the shift that you're working. Like there's certain things that need to be done certain days. So if you're on that day, you're responsible for that. Might be like the venue manager's responsibility fees on that day. But it's kind of cool. Like there's some things that obviously we don't do, but we share. Like you do share the load because your venue manager wants you to know everything that they know.
Yep.
And like that's why I like being under someone, working under someone, because you've got like constant growth. But there's a heap of different things we can be responsible for.
Oh, okay.
Rostering,
all that sort of stuff. So you're in charge of somebody dick wit comes to the bar and starts carrying on. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's the one thing you see the staff getting harassed, and you're just like, I don't even know like what's going on over here. But you are the face of it. Like people
so
look at you, And then when they're like, I want to speak to the manager, and I'm like, well, I'm listening. Keep going. They just like you're just a little girl. That was like the worst thing someone could ever say to me, and I'm like, but you're the face of it. You've got to like deal with all the problems.
So you would have met a few.
You're the problem solver for all of them.
Oh, I've got no doubt about that.
You've got to keep the chefs happy, and you've got to keep.
You're responsible for the chefs and everything as well.
No, the chefs are sort of their own, but like chefs are a different breed of people. You've got to kind of treat them differently. You've got to keep them happy all the time.
I have heard that before too.
No, they are. Trust me.
Yeah.
So you keep them happy, keep them on side, keep your staff on side.
Yep.
Keep everyone happy. It's just like a big family. It's a big team.
Keep them all together.
Yeah.
So in an Irish pub, do you have Irish people behind the bar, or do you have Aussies?
You have to. You have to. Well,
you have to, so someone can understand what they're ordering.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Mick used to look at Robin, the little Irish girl down at Darcy's, and then he'd look at me after she'd speak, and he'd be like, I don't know what she said, like, translate. But it's really, like, I think it's quite important to have, like, any kind of accent. Like, we, in Surface, we had Scottish, English, Irish, you know, all of them. And then there was
Yep.
like, to me and one other person, the only Aussie. So they look at you and they're like, where are you from? And you're like, here. And they're like, oh, not interested,
Yep.
not interested. They want the accent. They want like the real deal. So
Yep.
yeah, you definitely have those. I had worked with more Aussies in Brisbane though. They didn't have as many accents, but I think it's a big key.
Be bloody Irishmen everywhere up there, wouldn't there?
There is.
There is. I
There
know.
is Irish people everywhere. There's always an Irish bar and an Italian restaurant everywhere you go.
Yes, I noticed that. Yes, I've bumped into quite a few of the Irishmen at the front bar at the Storybridge Hotel because they like playing pool.
Yes, they do.
They're very pool savvy.
Yeah.
Yes, I bumped into quite a few of them.
Yes.
Taken their money and left them.
Gone. No, they're good, the Irish.
They're good blokes. They're good blokes, the Irish.
Very happy.
Totally different. Yep. So what happens with all those guys who are over here when all this is going on? Do they have to go home, or are they all residents here, or?
It just depends. So, like, I've got one of my good friends that I work with. She's from Scotland, but she's like, her visa is through work, so she can't But because of not being like a resident yet, like she's not entitled to anything. She's not even the job keeper. Like I don't think she's entitled to that because of, I'm not sure because of work sponsoring her and stuff, but she can't like get anything. She's got no benefits. And she said she was looking at like going home, and not only were the flights like super, super expensive, but she would be nearly worse off back in Scotland. So it's just sort of like stay here and like, you know, she's got to depend on her partner, which she's like, she has a partner, but it's just like, how long does she have to wait this out? Because she can't work for anyone else because of her sponsorship. So she's got to stay with the company. So it's hard like that for some people.
So can the company put her back on the job seeker or the job thing?
I don't know if because she's not a resident that she can do that.
Right.
I think they're just like looking after the Aussies and then going from there kind of. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think she can because she's not a resident yet.
Right.
And then one of my best friends just got residency last year, Robin, the Irish girl I was talking about, because she hasn't been a resident for 4 years yet. She's still not entitled to anything. So it's like,
oh really?
Yeah. So her partner, he's Irish, but he's a resident. He has been since he was like 17. So she's lucky he's still able to work, and he is considered that. But she said, because she hasn't been here for 4 years, like she already worked for 4 years, worked her ass off to get to get where she's been, you know, paid taxes and everything, and they're still like, oh no, you've got another couple of years before we will actually consider you an Aussie. Yeah. Even though they've already said yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think the government has taken into any consideration all of those people. And you and I know, as I said, one of the things about Main Beach I always liked is there's so much transient young people. Like, you know, you're always meeting from different people from different languages and different parts of the world.
The amount of people they go through, like from work-wise, when they do their visa, they do their 6 months, and you're getting a fresh cycle of like young people. All of those people who are casual and have only been here for a couple of months, they're the ones I'm like, oh, you feel sorry for them because like they might not be able to afford to go home, and it's going to be a lot harder for them to fly home now. So you just wonder what they're doing because they can't do the job keeper and they're not entitled to Centrelink.
And there's a lot of them on the Gold Coast because they love the Gold Coast.
There's so many, you
know, so that just gives you an idea. There's so many Gold Coast people just who wouldn't be able to get your job seeker or your job, what's his name say. You know, it's not, I mean, and nor should it be easy to get this the job seeker thing. I think the government have got to do the right thing and you know, you've got to be legitimately out there to get it. And there's going to be people who are going to try and dodge the system anyway. So who, what, how, where and why, you know, but like I think it's good of the government at least to give them the opportunity to do that, but have they looked at the whole realm of the people that aren't getting it as well?
Yeah, that are not getting it. And like a lot of the people like from the backpackers and stuff, they make the hospitality industry as well because they're in the bars. They're the ones that, you know, are working and constantly serving. So if they're all going home, it's just going to be a lot harder for like that industry to get going again and to find staff.
Get a few more Aussies. Get a few more Aussies out there.
Yeah, we will have to.
Good luck. Good luck. I reckon it's a job on its own. I'd reckon being able to get the kids out there to do. I don't know. It's just a different world we're in now. So who sees?
Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow, let alone next week or 6 months' time.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to diss anyone. I'm just going to go like, you know.
Everyone's just doing what they can at the moment.
That's what we're doing. We're sitting here having a glass of champagne, just sitting around having a chat because, like as I said,
you got nowhere to be.
You got nowhere to be,
which is cool.
Yeah, no, but it's also it's also cool to hear like your point of view too, Britt. You know, like the experience that you have and the people that you know. You know, like I know people from a totally different perspective as to what you know. So it's interesting that, you know, everyone gets to understand a little bit about, because we're all having different experiences.
Yeah.
It's the
We're
same.
all going through the same thing, but experiencing it slightly different.
Yeah. And it'll be an outcome at the end of it that we're all going to have to live with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, that's gonna
happen.
It's gonna happen. Yeah, that's right. You know, that's so. You know, just put your head down, be positive, aim high, and you know, and you'll get there.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing. People don't get to the top just because someone else put them up
because they woke up one day and were like, oh, well, if I go to the top.
That's right.
No, you got to work hard. You got to work bloody hard. And that's what I mean. Like, if you don't walk out of this experience with a bit more like self-growth or like a new skill or something, then like you don't deserve to be at the top, because you've got to work hard for stuff like that.
Yeah, no, exactly. I know at home we've talked about setting up accounts on eBay and on Gumtree and that sort of stuff, selling shit that we don't need. Even if we get nothing, we get rid of it.
Yeah,
get rid of it. I mean? Like, even if we get nothing, you get rid of it. And if someone comes and picks it up,
there's someone out there
that'll use it or whatever. Yeah, and
in times like this as well, there's probably a lot of people struggling.
Yeah, that's right. And as I said, like, you know, for us, it's just about getting rid of the stuff rather than trying to work out, you know, like, you want to keep it or not. Like, you just actually work out what you really do and don't need through this process. You know?
Yeah, so, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's very grounding, very humbling for every person. So I said, you know, yesterday on the last podcast, and we talked about, you know, looking out for each other and, you know, making sure that the people that you were talking to and the people that you were with are safe and they're looked after. Because, like, really at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. You know, for me, life's about being happy. You know, I just want to be the best me I can and be happy. I'm cool with that. And, you know, this experience for me is a really, really big eye-opener. I'm not scared of it. I'm not concerned of it or anything.
I'm quite calm. Like, that's what one of my friends said. She's like, how are you going? Because, like, I'm always working stuff. She's like, you just went from being like, go, 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 and then all of a sudden they told you don't have a job and you're just cruising. And I'm like, I am just cruising, actually. And because I never get to just take a step back and, like, relax and just kind of just take each moment as it comes. So that's what I'm doing right now. Like, yeah.
Smelling the roses.
Yes, smelling the roses.
And it's a perfect opportunity to, you know, like, there's so much outside that you can just, like, walk down the street and walk by, and you don't need headphones on at the moment. You know, you got half an hour to listen to what's going on, because it's quite interesting what you hear when you don't have headphones on. And, you know, quite often as I'm riding along the beach, I always scratch my head at how many people have got bloody headphones on. So you should just listen to the ocean and hear the birds or something like that. It's just, but yeah, no, it's. I think it's good. There's people out, you know, people about, and all that sort of stuff. So so it is what it is. Well, what do you think you're going to walk back into, Brits?
I'm always going to go back into hospitality.
Yep.
Definitely. So I'd say I'll probably back up in Brisbane.
Yep.
Back up there for now, and then who knows from there? Who knows?
So we'll have the big Brits stamped across the front of a building one day, and we'll all have
Britz's Bar.
Britz's Bar, and we'll all have to walk to get in, and we'll have to pay to get in.
You know the manager.
No, just give Brits a little. I'll text you.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's quite exciting. That's very cool. Hey.
Yeah.
Very cool. As I said, you know, like, it was quite, and I know you and I talked about this quite a bit. Like, it was quite daunting, that decision that you.
The leap of faith to make that first step. Yeah.
Well, you didn't really want to, did you?
No, I don't think I was ready. And then I remember the day I did. And I was just like, I was not planning on doing that, just so, like, it just happened. And then, like, I had no game plan, no job or anything lined up. And it was just a big leap of faith. And then I look about, like, where I've ended now, like, up now, and the job I got and stuff, and how much I love it and how much I love what I'm doing. And I'm like, oh, if I didn't do that then I wouldn't be here. If I maybe did it when I first started thinking about it, I probably wouldn't have been here. Just the way, like, things went. It was pretty, it was cool.
It is cool, yeah.
Take the leap of faith, guys.
Yeah, that's what it's about. But it's the experience of trying to work out whether you should or you shouldn't take the leap.
Yeah, that's the hardest,
you know, that's,
you got to start things when you're not ready. Just do it when you're not ready, because then you just got to commit. You got to go, and then you might see, like, way better results.
Yeah.
That was it. Like, I was like, right. I remember after not working for, like, a week, I was like, I said I was going to have, like, a month off, and I was like, nah, I need to work. Like, what if no one... I went into, like, panic mode, and I just applied for all of these jobs, and I got 4 callbacks the next day, and I was like, you can relax. People still want to hire you. You can just enjoy the rest of it, enjoy another couple of weeks off. But I went through like panic stage and I was like, what did I do? What did I do? Like, but no, I'm glad I did.
Yeah,
Very glad I
because
did.
it is a big step. It is a big step. But, like I think one of the coolest things that I've got to experience in my life is the understanding that we're going to live for a long time. And you have the opportunity to enjoy a part of your life the way you have. And, like I look at my life and say, I've had sort of 3 lives, till I was like, 30, till I was like 60, and then I've got one more to go. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that sort of stuff. So, and it's sort of quite interesting how you have those experiences in your life, and then you come to an opportunity like this, like how this all started was, how many people have got the opportunity now to look positively at this outcome and look positively at the whole thing, and then make a decision about whether they want to alter their.
I can do whatever I want after this. Like when everything opens up, that's what I think is pretty cool too. Like I can just do whatever I want, go wherever I want. Like,
yeah.
So I've got time to like decide and work on things at the moment. So
and it gives you the opportunity to think, and that's what we all need to do is sit down.
Yeah, like you said, stop and just take a minute, take it in, take
a breath, take a minute. Yeah, as I said, we're all in the same boat here, and there's not much we can do about it. So.
Smile at the person walking past you.
Enjoy the experience is what I say, because there's only
We're
one
all
other
like,
option. So you might as well just enjoy it and take it easy. So, but anyway, all right. Well, what else do you think we should rub off, Brett? What else do you think the world needs to know about the big hotel with Britster written all over?
Big hotel with Britster, big things, just big things. Might call it Queen Bee Hotel, maybe. Queen Bee. Yeah.
Queen Bee, I like it.
No, I think, just going to keep doing the hospitality thing. I would like to eventually do a bit more travel. But I think once I go, it'll be a one-way ticket and I'll work. I want to work in bars overseas and see what's going on over there as well. I'd love to do something
I was going to say, do you think this is a stepping stone for that?
Yeah, well, that's what I think. Like maybe now, like I can just do the next 6 months, just work for 6 months. Well, when I can eventually work again. And then after that, go, because we're not going to be able to travel for a little while. The world's gone.
No, I don't. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think traveling's going to be one. I think it's going to be one of those.
A good year. I don't. Yeah, I think that's. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think when travelling comes back, I think it's going to be one of those expensive items that only a few people can afford, because I think it's going to be silly to be able to get them back in the air and trying to get them to do it again. If they come back and try and do $80 flights, it'll never work. So they need to, and maybe Australians need to see a little bit more of Australia.
Well, that's what I was talking to my brother. He does a fair bit of travel, and he just got back from South America to cut his trip short, and he just goes, "Oh, it's okay. I'll just travel Australia instead."
Yeah.
So he's just straight. We'll do Australia. We'll go to Tasmania next, and we'll do this and that. And I'm like,
well, he won't now. He can't get out of the
get out of the state. Yeah, stuck. But that's another thing I've always said. I want to see more of Australia. So it's a perfect opportunity for everyone. Like.
Oh, absolutely. One day we'll do a podcast about Australia, in the places that you've been to and the places that you haven't. But I'm lucky enough to have picked up a boat in Fremantle and pretty much brought it back to Brisbane.
Yeah.
And went up in the Kimberleys for a bit, and we just travel. I've been up and down the East Coast. And, it was just like as an experience. That's another podcast, because I've been to a lot of places in the world, and we live in the best by a long, long time.
Yeah, it's hard to walk away from something like this, isn't it?
It's crazy, some of the things, if you know where to go and look for them, and the things that you find when you're looking for things, Yeah. So yes, anyway, I'm going to, we'll finish up on that. Actually, just things that you find that you're looking for. Find anyone out there that listens to this podcast, check out a thing on an app called Geocache. So Geocache. So while you've got nothing to do, people, all right, and you need a little bit of exercise, just check out an app called Geocache. So I'm not going to tell you about it now. I've done it a few times now. My young nephew got me into it. So, but while times are like this, and you like a little bit of, let's say you like a little bit of hide and seek, Geocache is a good little fun game that the family can play. It's adventurous. It takes you out, puts you on the beachfront. There's lots of different things that you can find. So check it out and have a look. Len and Ridley on Instagram, and len@duckstudio.com.au if you want to let us know anything. Please, everyone, look after yourself. As I said, we're in this for the long haul now. It's not a decision that any of us can make or has made, but it's an experience we all have to take on board and do. Even Ridley. even Ridley. So, all right. Thanks for getting up, Ridley, and thank you guys for listening. So have a great day. Brits, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me. Stay safe, everyone. It's been great chatting.
Yeah, well, when you get back on the wheels, we'll get you back up here because I'm interested to listen to you how it all goes.
How it all starts up again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I think it's the beginning's going to be interesting.
It's going to be.
Yeah, it will. No, I think it will be big. It's just, yeah. Is it ever going to be the same? I don't think it ever will be. But anyway, that's it. That's what we'll all get to see and have. So have a good day, guys. Thank you very much, Brits. Thanks, Dale.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, guys. Bye. Oh, Dobrista. Cheers.